If you're just joining us, we interviewed Miss Jones, and when I was talking to Miss Jones, because we haven't spoken in a long time, and she was telling me to make money and to make sure that she was able to feed her kids, she used to do these surveys. And to do these surveys, I guess they pay you a certain amount of money to do these surveys, and then she would go home, put on a wig, and go right back and do it again. And then she would go home and then put on a long wig or a red wig and go right back and do it again.
That's right.
Because she had to make sure she took care of her family. So we're asking 800-585-1051, what's the craziest or weirdest thing you did to make some money? What about you?
See, it ain't nothing weird that I ever did. Well, I was a sugar baby for a little minute. I was out here with I had this old guy, right? I had a sugar daddy.
How old was he?
Crazy. He was like 65, 66.
Jesus
like
Christ.
Yep, and I was younger, so it was crazy. I know he probably like 75 or dead now. Yeah, but it was a white dude. He had a lot of money, and below his waist didn't work. He was he was paralyzed like a long time ago. Yeah. And so I ain't really had to do nothing but work up top. So I was like, okay, yeah. And it was like,
what work is there to do up top?
Just kissing, making out, playing with his nipples, like things like that. He liked things like that. He liked for me to choke him, he would have he really liked bondage. He liked all that because nothing worked down south, but he loved being abused, and I loved it because he was white. Why not?
Why did y'all break up?
Because I was done. He wasn't about to be my nigga, Envy.
Oh, sorry.
What?
Sorry, I'm just
He
asking.
wasn't going to be my man or my husband.
Sorry.
I grew out of all that money.
Sorry. All right.
And once I racked up enough, I was good. I was good. But I know somebody close to me used to do sleep studies for money.
What you mean?
Like sleep studies, like, John, they would go to John Hopkins Hospital and let the people play in their brain. They put you to sleep. It's different sleep studies. Like, is one, you like a 5-day one. You'll be sleep. Like, they'll put you to sleep every day and they go and experiment on your brain and they pay you to do it. And they make you sign something, right? That is like, you can't sue us if this affects you later on down the line.
Really?
Crazy. Like, people do studies for money.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, let's go to the phone line. I ain't do nothing crazy. I just did telemarketing. That's as crazy as I went. That's it. That ain't even that crazy.
I think you holding back on something.
I didn't do nothing.
All right.
Hello, who's this?
Yo, good morning. It's DJ Easy. What's the word, MV?
Easy, what's up, man? What's the craziest thing you did for money?
Yo, when I used to live in Fayetteville, I used to sell pizza and sell blood at the same time. That was like the main hustle for me down there when I was down there.
What you mean pizza and blood? Like blood on the pizza or separately?
No, man, not blood on the pizza. Like I was working for Domino's, and right after my Domino's shift, I would go to the plasma center and sell all my blood, and I was running that for a while. I was doing that for a while.
How much would they give you for blood?
Wow.
It would be like $50 every time you would go in. So like you would have to wait maybe like an hour, 2 hours before you could go back in again.
So you go in there numerous times a day.
I mean, a hustle is a hustle. Nah, I think the cap was 2 times a day. The cap was 2 times a day, but nah, that was the hustle.
And you never passed out? Like, nothing?
Now I'm a soldier. Now I'm selling head wraps. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm selling brown girl grinded head wraps.
Hey.
Hold on, no, because what's your website?
Everything you could get is off my Instagram.
He said
but
you had to pay for that.
No, I got a head wrap for the whole crew.
I own that trademark.
Easy, good luck, because Lauren's going to sue you. Thank you, though.
And she going to win.
Hello, who's this?
Hi, this is Reese.
Hey, Reese, what's the craziest thing you did for some money?
Okay, so when I was in undergrad, I had a paper route, and I would go to the club, then I would go pick up my son, and then we would go get the papers, and we would be out until like 5:30 in the morning. Then I would drop him off at daycare, and I would go to class.
Paper route ain't too crazy.
No,
I know
that's not.
a lot of people used to do paper routes.
You don't think that's crazy for a whole grown-up? People used to laugh at me.
Nah, because I see people doing paper route now. What pisses me off about the paper route now is when y'all throw the papers and it rains and now the paper's all disgusting in front of my lawn.
And all that mushy.
Besides that, I ain't mad at that.
See, back in the day, we had little blue bags.
Yeah,
so your papers wouldn't get wet.
Nah, there's no blue bags now, but that ain't that crazy. Thank you, Mama. Hello, who's this?
Hi, this is Stacy again. How you doing?
Hey, Stacy. Happy Pride.
Oh, my God. Here we go. Okay, so wait, real quick. So I always been like a hustler. Like, I always been about my money, even when I was little. So I grew up in Brownsville. I don't know if y'all know about Brownsville, but everybody knows that you don't go in that neighborhood if you don't live there. I used to put up flyers in a building. I used to go to the so-called People Choice. I used to pack bags there. They used to pay us to put flyers in the building. right? So that's like the craziest thing I ever did. Now, mind you, I never got robbed doing it, but I got robbed like 3 times in my own neighborhood. So that was very dangerous for me to be. But yeah, right, because I've always been about my money. One other thing, I just want to touch on this topic about the lady who said that she lost her boyfriend to Jack. Not that I know anything about it, but Jack is a gay app.
It is.
To where Jack is a gay app to where they.
You almost said we. I almost heard you say we, but go ahead.
No, it's all right,
Stacey, listen.
Oh, it's all right,
Stacey, listen. You know about Jack. You know about poppers.
Oh, yeah, I know all about Jack.
You know about poppers.
Yeah, I know about all that stuff. Yeah. I know about all that stuff. But yeah, so yeah, if y'all ladies want to know if your man is DL or bestie or anything, go on his phone and go on Jack. And if he got a Jack, that nigga gay.
Period. Thank you, Stacey.
Thank you, Stacey.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Y'all have a wait, Jess, you're gonna be there Friday, right?
Yes, sir. I'm gonna be there. My cupcake's gonna be here.
Okay. Yeah, yes. Listen, I'm baking them Thursday night. I got you.
Okay. Thank you, baby.
All right, no, but thank you. Y'all have a good day.
You too,
All right,
babe.
Stacey, see you Friday.
Yes.
800-585-1051. We're asking, what's the craziest thing you did for some money? Call us up right now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Now, if you're just joining us, salute to Miss Jones. She was on the show earlier talking about an odd job that she had to pay the bills. Let's listen. So for Jones to make money, she would do surveys. She'd go home, put on a wig, and do the survey again. Then go home, put on another wig, and do the survey again.
Wait.
So she would wear 3 different
That might be
wigs to
fraud.
get paid to do.
Wait.
Oh, sorry.
Don't go blowing up the spot.
But you had
on
your
the fraud.
baby at this point,
But
right? You had to
but-
feed your baby.
Yeah.
Damn.
Look, he's learning
So you
stuff
would
now.
get paid
Oh, he
for-
crying too. We all in here crying.
Real talk. I like still do.
Joe, you stupid.
When I have time.
You stupid.
They're so easy.
So we're asking 800-585-1051. What's an odd job you did to make some money? Now, what about you, Loren?
My odd jobs were always like real careers.
No.
Like I was a flight attendant. For real, I was a flight attendant. I did marketing for Barclays. I was a publicist. I've lived some lives.
Yeah, like I said, I worked for the U.S. Open. I did telemarketing. I ain't do nothing too crazy. But
I was a pilot. I did, I was a commissioner.
Yo, shut up. Hello, who's this?
Isha.
Hey, Isha. What's the a crazy thing you did to make some money?
So when I graduated high school, I went on Craigslist, got a interview with this place that said it was a spa in downtown Manhattan. It was good money. It was $15 an hour. It's 2004. When I got there, it was a receptionist job, but it wasn't exactly a spa. It was a place where men got enemas. I had to read off a script. They shaved men's underparts. It's very interesting.
Wow. So it was they had happy endings in there too as well.
I'm figuring that. I wasn't in the rooms with them, but I'm sure they did.
Okay. But you stayed there and got your money though, huh?
Period.
I did that for like 2 weeks. Then it got a little uncomfortable because the call, they would ask for me.
Oh, wow.
And,
Wow.
yeah, I wasn't into that.
Not trying
That's
to.
crazy.
Yeah, you ain't trying to do that.
Thank you, Mama. Hello, who's this?
It's TC.
PC, what's up? What's the craziest thing you did to make some bread?
I worked as a security guard, and then they had me start doing videography at a sex club.
Where was the sex club?
It's in Vegas.
On Vegas. So you did
It's
security
called
there?
the Green Door.
The Green Door. What celebrities?
Yeah, I'm
what
sure.
celebrities would be in there?
No celebrities, just a bunch of different people out the porno industry. I don't know none of their names.
You ever run into the Punisher?
Jesus Christ.
Hell to the no.
Okay, all right, just
On the video story,
just
we
think.
had a couple that used to come in there and do the same thing. The guy would let everybody in the club finish on his girl, and then they would go into a private room.
See,
See,
it's
that-
a thing, yo. It's a category.
It's a fetish. See, Diddy's not the only one.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Hello, who's this?
Hi, this is Tweet, and I was just calling to tell y'all the craziest thing I ever did for money back in my day.
Well, first of all,
I went to a trick's house.
Hold on. First of all, we know your name's not Tweet because we got call ID. I see your name, but we're not gonna say it.
Okay, don't say it because I don't want my mama to hear this.
Okay, so what you did to make some money?
I then went to a trick, went to the house. Money was a little short. I had to make him go upstairs, get his mama, and write my check.
So wait a minute. You was an escort. The guy paid you, but it wasn't enough money. So you made him go back in the house, and his mama got a check from his mama?
Yeah, because I wasn't leaving without it. And she said, well, damn, how much is she? Well, I need all my money.
How much you charged them and what you did?
Well, back then, you know, that was years ago. 30, 40 years ago.
How much did you charge him, ma'am?
Right.
Well, he was short 60. I was 160, and he was short 60.
How much would you charge him today with inflation?
What did
How much would you charge him today? You said that was years ago.
Oh, girl, you know what? It ain't no enough. It's too much going on. Ain't no enough now.
Ain't no enough.
Yeah, I hope you retired by now, because you would be an old trick.
Yes. God is good. Look at him.
There you go. All right. Have a good one.
All right, y'all too.
Wow. What's the moral of the story?
Do what you want to do as long as it don't get you in jail.
Have a couple wigs.
Yo, y'all are stupid. All right.
For real.
Wake that ass up early in the morning. The Breakfast Club.